Hey YouTube, this is Comet back again with another crypto video. Thanks for clicking on my video, and for all my new viewers, heads up, I'm not a financial advisor, so please do your own research before making any investments. So about 7 days ago, I made a video about Leon Coin Swap. I made a pretty decent video explaining exactly what it was, which I will link above, but the reason why I did make that video is because it was all circling around the fact that the Leon token was going up for pre-sale on Kanga Exchange, which I'm pretty heavy on a Kanga Exchange. I like the format, I like the platform, so I decided to do a video on it. Now at the end of my video, I happened to click on staking, and when I went to this page, I seen the APR percentages. I even mentioned on the video, I don't think this is true. I don't think it's real numbers. I just think that those are arbitrary numbers put in there, kind of like placeholders. Those aren't really actually the true numbers, but I wasn't sure. So lo and behold, one of the team members reached out to me, I believe on Telegram, and said those numbers are correct. So it kind of got my wheels turning. How much Leos do I have to hold to generate realistic passive income? Now, passive income is subjective. We could say $20 a day, we could say $100 a week, we could say $500 extra a month. Well, let's just start punching the numbers in and see what happens. Now, a quick reminder, like I said, I already did a video. I'm gonna explain what Leos is and what Leon is. So if we scroll down over here, I'm just gonna go really quickly. So basically, Leos is a hyper deflationary token. So the biggest difference is that Leos is actually the governance token. And there's some other use cases here, but that's the biggest difference that I've seen between Leos and Leon. Leos was obviously first. Leon just came out about 7 days ago. Can be used to mint NFTs, play lottery, and participate in IDOs. I know that was kind of a 10-cent overview, but go ahead over to my video. I explained a little bit better before, but I really wanted to kind of get into the math of this. So first, let's head over to the Kanga exchange. So the current price for Leos is $1.25. And it's looking like the all-time high was about $2.50, just under, about $2.40, $2.45, whatever it is. I'm not going to go check on Coinmarketcap right now, but it's looking around $2.40. So that's where we're at with that. So that's just a quick reference, but the number that we need is what the current value is right now. So the current value is $1.25. Okay, so as you can see, this is the chart that I kind of made up real quickly. I'm going to go over it in a second, but first I want to touch base on what is APR. So at the bottom, I had a quick little statement here. So APR stands for the annual percentage rate. This refers to the yearly interest generated by a sum that's charged to borrowers or paid to investors. So we are the investors. This will be paid to us. If you already didn't know that, which I'm pretty sure you did. So I already put the price in for 125. So this is the current price up top for Leos. Now I just use a random number. So at this current price, if we bought 100 right now, 100 quantity would be $125. The first column I have here and the second column, they're both duration. So 30 days is 1 month, of course. 60 days is 2 months. And the reason why I even put this in here is because I had to manipulate some formulas and I just didn't feel like hiding the column. And then from the website, the current APR for 30 days, like I think I said earlier, is 36%, 60 days is 60%, 90 days is 84%, 180 days is 108%, and then finally 365 days is 144%. So the price doesn't make a difference on the amount earned. It's the actual quantity that you stake. So just be aware of that. I think you probably all know. No matter what, at 100 quantity, it doesn't matter what the price is, whether it's 2 cents or $10,000, you'll always earn 3 Leos token per month at 36% APR. Now, at that price, if you multiply 3 times $1.25 and you add it to the original $125 cost that we have for the 100 quantity, this would be the final price. So this final price calculates the tokens you earned through the 36% APR plus your original price. If you would stake 100 tokens for 1 month, at the end of the month, you'd pick up $3.75. Okay, so that's not really that big of a deal, but it's something, right? You're actually generating money. Now, do remember one thing too, this price could fluctuate. This price can go down to 50 cents. This price can go up to $1.80. Say you get in now, this price goes up to $1.80. Now you're at $185. So just be aware of that. But I'm going to go back to the original number. Just look at it as if this price is static. It's not moving up or down. It's staying the same. And as you can see, if you manipulate the numbers and the price does go up, you're going to make a lot more money. Okay, so let's skip down to the 12 months. So say you're a long-term holder. You're really digging Leos, the use cases for you, and this is the token of the future. So if you hold on to Leos for 1 year, you're going to pick up 144 tokens, which has now increased your price from $125, which was your initial cost for 100 tokens at $125 to $305. And so at $125 today, you about 2.5 extra money in a year from now. That's not that bad. Now let's bump up the quantity to 500. All right, so now it's going to cost you $1,625 at $1.25. But let's look at that 1 month mark. So you pick up basically 20 bucks. At the 2 month mark, almost 60. At the 3 month, almost 125. Actually, you know what? I'm going to add one more column over here to show how much we're actually earning per tier. Okay, sorry about that. It was bothering me. I'm trying to do the mental math. I'm not even sure what I said. It's been about 5 or so minutes, but what I wanted to do in that last column over here, I wanted to show you what the difference is. So at 30 days with 500 quantity, at 36% APR, you're going to pick up $18.75. At 2 months, you'll pick up $62. At 3 months, $131. At 6 months, $337, which is basically half your initial investment. And in 9 months, you're going to be a third higher than your initial investment. So you're going to make $900 if you buy $625 worth of Leo's token at $125 right now. In 1 year, you're going to pick up $900. Now, I know there's other projects that do staking. This is the project I chose to do this on because it's new to Kanga. I know a lot of you out there are really hype on Kanga Exchange, and so am I. And I think this is a good visual to see what you can do with your money. What bank that you have your money in gives you 36% APR? Gives you 144% APR. If you know any, put them down in the comments section. I would like to know. I mean, truthfully. I mean, I'm not trying to be smart. I have a lot of stocks and I have a financial advisor and I make anywhere between 9 and 13, 14% every year, which is awesome. And I get a lot of dividends, but I'm not getting 144%. Just throwing that out there. I mean, a lot of things can happen within a year, of course. I mean, it's kind of hard to lock something up for an entire year, whether it be something that happens in your personal life or something that happens with crypto. Crypto can crash. This price can go down to 25 cents. I mean, it could. It really could. Then you're stuck. Then you can't sell when you see the market dipping. So just be aware of that, okay? Nothing is guaranteed. This is crypto. It is highly volatile. This project, I don't think is really volatile, but just heads up on that. Now let's try some more numbers just for fun. Let's say we buy 1,500 quantity, which is about $1,875. Let's go a little bit higher. I want to see, let's get closer to the 2,000 mark. There we go. So 1,650, that puts us at about $2,000, okay? Which is a lot of money. You're looking at a final price in 1 year at $5,032. You gain $2,970. That's not bad. Not bad at all. And of course we could go up. Obviously, the more you put in, the more you're going to make. You know, if we put in something crazy in here like 10,000, which I don't have $12,500 to put on anything right now, but then you can see, I mean, you made 18,000 in 1 year on a $12,000 investment. I mean, that's awesome. Awesome. And I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that have a lot of money and they're doing this with many different projects. They have, you know, 10,000 here, 10,000 there, 5,000 here, 100,000 here, you know, that's awesome for them. They got that big money. God bless them. What's that old saying? You have to have money to make money. This is a prime example. Yeah, if you put $100,000 on there, you'll make $180,000. So it is what it is, right? Now, the way I got these numbers, just so you guys know, for reference, APR is accounted for the entire year. So you're not making 36% each month. If you're making 36% each month, this number would be a lot different. So if you had 100 and you're making 36% on that 100, you'd be earning 36 tokens per month times 12, you know, do the math. I mean, that's not how it works. So what it is 36% for an entire year. But since this is only a month, you have to take the 36 tokens that you would make with 100 quantity at the end of the year. You divide it by 12 because there's 12 months in a year. That gives you this number. So you're averaging 3 a month. So if you stayed at 36% APR and you stayed for an entire year at that percentage, you'd get 36 tokens at the end of the year, which would be 3 a month. So that's just kind of gives you an idea of what I did with the numbers and how I did it. Just in case there's some kind of number guru out there and says I did it wrong. Maybe I did. I'm pretty sure I didn't, but that's how I generated these numbers, okay? So just for fun, I'm going to put 500 quantity because that might be a realistic obtainable number at this price point. So that's $625. If it's not something you could afford, I'm not trying to offend you. This is just a number that I pulled out of a hat. Okay. So let's just use this number, and at 500 quantity, as you can see, at the end of the year, you're going to be at $1,525, which will profit you $900. Now let's say this price goes up. So let's just say this goes up to, so it's at $1.25 from now. A year from now, I'm projecting $1. We're going to go up to the all-time high. Okay. I think it was around $1.80. So we'll go $1.80. I don't know if it was a few cents before, a few cents above, or a few cents up below, but we're going to go with a solid 180. Okay. So 180 back to the all-time high. So look at the numbers real quick. So the final price was $1,525. Now we're up to $2,196, or about $400 more than we were the year before. You buy it at $125, it goes up to $180. Your initial cost was $625. You doubled your money. But like I said, that's if the price goes up. We can't bank on that. And obviously the inverse of that, the price can go down. It can go to $1. You're still generating off your quantity, not the price. So that's very important to know. So if the price goes down, you're still generating the same amount of quantity. So you might be able to make up the difference. So for example, this is at 125, like we were saying. Let's say it goes down to $1, okay? $1. Now, we have it set up there. The cost initially was $125 per Leos. The final cost was $625. Now the price is going down to $1. The final price, take a note, the final price was $15.25 and the amount made was $900. But now we go down to $1. Now, instead of making $900 and some dollars, we make $720. Now, our initial investment, remember, was $625. Now we lost value on it, so it's down to $500. With the tokens we staked, we still made a $720 profit. Yeah, all the individual tokens are worth less, but now we have more of them. So be aware of that. So remember, the initial investment was $625 at 125. Let's take this down to 50 cents and see what happens. If the price fell 75 cents over the next year while you're staking, you would have lost $15. That's it, 75 cents. And I have a hard time thinking that it's going to drop 75 cents from $1.25. On the contrary, I actually think the price would go up. So you have a hell of a buffer there, especially at this price point. All right, gang, that's about it. I hope you had fun with this video. I hope it helped you out a little bit and give you kind of an idea of how beneficial it is for staking. It didn't necessarily have to be Leo's token, okay? But it's a project I did want to talk about again. I thought this would be a fun way to show you what would happen if you did buy Leos, you staked it for a year, and what the price point would be at. You know, this could actually open up an opportunity for you if you are anti-bank or you're not getting the return on investment that you want to. So it's just something to think about. Like I always say, it's not financial advice, but just be aware that there are projects that are like this that you could do very well with, okay? But anyway, I really appreciate you watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below, punch that notification bell. Take care and have a blessed day.